into on this what's today? Monday? No, Sunday. Last day for a fun day. I said Monday. I'm already trying to speed it up. You know, decided to hop on, see what everybody was getting themselves into. Was the talk of the town, was the word of the curve. You heard me. You already know it's another hot as fuck day today. No lie, this shit hot as fuck, bro. It's like 99 right now, it says up in this bitch, bro. This shit's fucking, it's outrageous, homie. You know, definitely summer's already here, because fuck. This shit hot. What's good, Jesus? What's cracking like in my boy? ¿Cómo te va, carnal? Stockton is definitely tapping in and up in the house. That's right. Stockton is definitely up in the casa. ¿Qué pasa, calabaza? Ah, watch out. It's 95? Serio? Damn, right here it says that it's 99. Or maybe that's just inside my car, huh? Well, in my inside of the car is 99. Outside it's probably like 93. But that's hot, bro. That's still hot as fuck, though. I came into this bitch, and even though I had the windows cracked, bro, it's like you know when the hot air just smacks you in the face? Like, pinche cachetada que me dio esa madre. Like, hijo su puta. I'm surprised you didn't burn my mustache off. You know, we tropical people. We like it when it's just nice and cool. Not hot like this. I'm like, a su madre. And even though it's this hot, you still see the raza out there hustling, huh? Selling fucking elotes and paletas and naranjas. Like, damn. I be buying shit just because I feel bad, huh? Just like, damn, they're out there in that fucking hot ass heat. Like, hey, you know what? Let me get 5, even though I'm not really hungry right now for an elote, but fuck it. Save it for later. Now I'm on my lunch here. I'm on my break right now. I'm on my lunch break. So we on lunch here right now. Decided to hop on and see, you know, what's everybody talking about? It's talk of the town. It's going down. This is one of the boringest years of my existence. Sometimes it's like that. So there's some years that are, you know, good, and then there's some years that are like, you know, but that's just life, you know. It's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. But the future is always going to be brighter than darker, my boy. Always keep that in mind. You're a real Chicano. Yes, I am. You know, I'm proud of, you know, my heritage. And I mean prideful, like I mean real pride, not ego pride, you know. I'm not the ones that's going to come and be like, you know, everyone else is beneath us and we're number one, you know, because that's not pride, you know. But people get it confused. Like, nah, homie, I'm really prideful in my culture, my boy. I always put my culture number 1. Like, strange. Yeah, because that's not pride no more then. If you're gonna now be putting everybody else's culture, you know, beneath you, then that no longer is pride, my boy. You have now stepped into the realm of ego. And it's crazy that they can't see that. You know, prideful individuals don't hate on other people's culture. They don't have to hate on other people's culture to make their culture seem, you know, likable. Or for them to, you know, be prideful in that. You know, now you're confusing the two. Oh, yeah, serio. I always get the one de vainilla. You know that should be banging, though. O una pinche mangoneada. Woo, my boy. With a modelo. I'm making myself drool over here, my boy. O los pinches pepinos, güey, con the tajín and the limón. Hijo su puta madre. That's my shit. Okay, I gotta stop this, bro. I will sing the duck song. I don't know what the duck song is. Duck the Goose. Why are California prisons so segregated? I don't know. Well, I know why, but I just don't talk about, you know, that kind of stuff on my channel. I'm not a prison channel. there's certain conversations I just don't discuss with my channel for certain reasons. No offense. I just there's certain topics that I just can't discuss. See, young man. I'm not young, nor am I sexy. I'm just chilling at home more now. It's real hot. Oh yeah, especially where you're at, my boy. I'm pretty sure over there it's gonna be like a little bit. If it's like 93 over here, then is where you're at is like 90. Nah, it's like 115. Shout out to your brother from Spain. Shout out to Spain. I was like, wait, I have a carnal in Spain? Yeah, shout out to all of Spain. Where you need to get out the house, my boy. Live life. Don't just survive life. Yeah, that is true. That is facts, my boy. That's actually a really good, way of looking at things. That's true. There's some people that don't live, But then again, there's some people that bring it upon themselves. Like, there's a reason why they don't like leaving their home. Because maybe they stir up too much bullshit. It says, when did you transition? Do you talk? How'd you know I transitioned, my boy? Were you there? Who told you? Let me find out we're hanging around the same crowd. ¿Qué ole, compa? Bruh. Are you in prison? No, I'm in my vehicle. Has a user Alpha Kenny Kid been in? I don't know. I haven't seen him. But if I see him, I'll make sure you're looking for him. Vodka and the raspado Diablo straight fire. Damn. I haven't tried that. Yeah, but the Diablo one does smack. And I'm low on cash right now, so too. Oh, okay, I feel you. The struggle's real here in California. I won't lie. That is true. Está cabrón. Why is California so terrible? Actually, it's not. California's terrible if you make it terrible. You get what I mean? Like, California is only bad if you make it bad. Like for example, when people be like saying like, oh, you can't even go nowhere because you might get shot and stuff like that. That only applies to individuals that are street related. Like, if you're a street related individual, well then yeah, you're gonna be secluded to certain areas, right? Or take the risk of But if you're just like a regular day civilian or a regular citizen or whatever the fuck, then people love California. They enjoy it. There's all kinds of shit to enjoy here. They have nothing to worry about, because why should they worry? Like, who's gonna mess with them, or why should they mess with them? They don't. So they live life. It's only bad for those who inject themselves in the bullshit. That's when they live bad. Democrats. Oh, there's no Democrats here. We're not Democrats, nor liberals, nor Republicans, conservatives. We don't believe in the politics. They're all bullshit in general. Do you play the Spyro remastered trilogy? No, I haven't, but I did play the original ones. I think the first one. I wasn't a fan of that one so much as Crash Bandicoot was, in my opinion. I don't know, or we were like Banjo-Kazooie. That was pretty chingon. Where you from, perro? You mean like ethnicity, state, city, or gang affiliation? Since I've been on YouTube, that has become a trick question, because sometimes they ask me where I'm from, and then I tell them, and they'll be like, nah, I mean city. Sometimes I say the city, and they'll be like, nah, I mean ethnicity. Like, ta madre. You look like you just got out of prison. Nah, I'm at work right now, actually. I'm on my lunch break. Doug walked up. Lemon. Standing. The man's running and stand. Hey, bum, got any grapes? And the man said, that's a song? Hold! Who goes there? Homie, we need to get you on the sauce. For real. Sadie. Oh, you know what, man? I haven't even tapped into Hood Stocks. I gotta tap in. You know. You know what? Now that you remind me, it's like if YouTube sometimes just stops sending me notification to certain channels, bro. It's like for some odd reason, all of a sudden it stops. I stop getting notification to certain channels that I'm sub to, because I haven't seen nothing pop out on my algorithm of Hood Stocks. That's true. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's strange. Shadow, do you have? Do you got hands? Yeah, they're right here. Look. Now, if you mean can I fight? I don't know. I don't know. Depending against who, I guess that would be the question. Because let's say I can fight, right? But then I fight a fighter who's better fighter than me. Then it's gonna look like I can fight, right? So yeah, that's kind of a true question. I guess it all depends on the circumstance or situation. You know, I'll tell you one thing. I give it my 100 though. I give it my all. Now, I'm not gonna say that means that I'll get a win or I'll take an L, right? Because truly, no one knows the outcome of a fight, you know. Because in a fight, anything could happen, you know. To so foolishly or so recklessly say that you're gonna win or think you're gonna win, it's just ridiculous, right? Because you truly don't know the other individual and what he's capable of, right? But I do expect people to give it their all, right? Or at least try. At least not let themselves, you know what I mean? At least that much. Like, it's not even so much about winning or losing the fight. It's just don't let yourself. Like, it doesn't even matter if you get your ass kicked, because at least you didn't let yourself, and at least you stood for what you believed in. You know, that's the only thing that matters. Outcomes are irrelevant. But I guess if I was a narcissist, I would be like, yeah, man, shit, I got hands for days, man. I've knocked down everybody I fought against, bro. I've been in like 50 fights, and I KO'd each and every one of them fools, bro. They trust me, my boy, they ain't want none of this, homie. Shit, I was known as a knockout king back in my days. Like, yes, my guy, yes. Was that roughly the same time that, you were the stunt double for Keanu Reeves? Nah, actually, that was before. Oh, my bad. But I noticed that a lot of people like to toot their own horns on here. And like, this guy actually thinks we believe him? Interesting. Because truly, I'm from the understanding that no one on the comments, like nobody, the audience, everyone that's watching, I'm from the understanding that nobody in the audience that's watching or that comments actually really gives a fuck if people are good fighters or they're gangsters or if they put in work. I honestly believe that nobody gives a fuck if people are out there gangbanging or putting in work, or that they're real G's, or that they really handle business. I truly believe nobody gives a fuck. Because why should they? Why should I give a fuck if this guy's actually putting in work in what he's doing? What's it to me? How am I going to benefit off of that? So I'm truly not going to care. But for some strange reason, people that make videos think that individuals care for that stuff. So then they lie to them about that kind of stuff. Like if we're supposed to be impressed or something. Like, just because they're watching you, my guy, doesn't mean that they believe you. Don't get it confused now. You know, I watch the Avengers, doesn't mean that I believe Iron Man's real. Goofballs. It's like, why are people really trying to convince the audience like people are supposed to give a fuck? No one cares, bro. They truly don't. Honestly, they don't. Hey, waddle the way. Salutes. Likewise, my boy. What's cracking like in my world? The cost of living is off the roof. Yes, it is, bro. It is outrageous, homie. But then again, it has to be that way, because how are all these homeless people going to get their new homes? How are they going to get these, brand new homes for these people that are, shooting up heroin? We got to think about them. I mean, are people really that selfish? How can you live with yourself knowing that people are shooting heroin in the they could be shooting heroin in a brand new home? Come on now, my boy. Think about people in need. They could be shooting heroin, feet up in a brand new chair, watching TV while doing it free. Shh. You'll be doing, good thing. Think about that individual, how happy he will be. Come on now. We can't be selfish. We gotta be thinking about those truly in need of another injection. It's only fair. It's only fair. They have done their part, in society by, helping the drug dealers get their pay. The Democrats said that this is the way it has to be, bro. That we have to believe in the process. I have never seen a situation where you give somebody something for free and that they learn something from it. Normally they become, spoiled and dependent, but hey, what do I know? I mean, it's not only human behavior, but okay. Very class. I will go next week. Some week, see you pay next week. Yeah, it's better just to be safer than sorry. Like, you really don't want to be out there spending money you really truly don't know you have. You right? Like, I noticed that there's people out there that don't got it but want to pretend like they got it, so they go out there and they be living more than what they can afford. And that's how they end up drowning themselves. But just because they want to impress everybody, or just because they want to, be a part of the crowd, right? But it's like, sometimes you got to just step back and realize if your wallet ain't, if your wallet ain't full enough, then, you know what I mean? This guy no helps to the working people. Why? Why do you say that for? What am I doing to the working people? What have I done to them? Trump 2024. Question. You believe? Actually, I don't. But I don't take nothing away from individuals that do, right? Like, I have no ill will or no disrespects to those who, choose to, believe in Jesus Christ, right? More power to them, right? I understand the concept behind it, right? And that it's a good thing, right? So I don't knock people for being believers. You feel me? I understand that everybody has their views, live life, and I just respect everybody's beliefs, right? Whatever religion it is, Christian, Catholics, Muslims, Buddhists, I just, I give everybody their respects. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that shit was banging, bro. There was a level where you're the bear and you use the fucking bird to shoot the huevos at people. That shit was funny. I remember I used to play that shit with my little brothers. I remember I didn't even know what a Nintendo 64 was. I'm like, a Nintendo what? They'd be like, it's easy. They were showing me. Yeah, it's pretty cool. For YouTube's algorithm, do you find uploading multiple videos in a day affects views, or do you have a strategy for when you upload a video? I personally do strategy because whenever I drop a video, I don't drop a video because I'm looking for the video to blow up. You get what I mean? Like, I normally just drop a video if I feel like, discussing about a topic, right? So my objective is never to, get all kinds of views. It's just merely to have conversations. You get what I mean? And to speak my opinions. That's merely what I can understand if it was for, growth and, looking to blow up, then yeah, then I will look at the algorithm and analytics, and I would follow it by what it says, right? Because it tells me right there, roughly the time that people watch my channel and shit like that. So I will go based off of that, right? But I normally just drop videos just to have conversations, Like, to me, this is just YouTube. That's all it is, It's like, I don't make this like my career, because that would be reckless if I were to do that, right? Because YouTube is not something that's stable, right? It's not something you could depend on, because the rules always change, right? When it comes to the monetization. Not only that, but YouTube, with all the strikes and all this and that, your channel by anytime, by any minute, it could just get demonetized, right? And if you're living just off of YouTube, then that's when people start panicking. They should be worried, right? Because now they're fucked. That's why I just don't, because it's so, unpredictable. Because it is, because people have to understand, nobody knows what the audience wants, like the masses, meaning, right? That's why all these companies that people always look at, why some companies are able to turn the other cheek when it comes to something suspicious or something that's like how come this company didn't take action and remove this individual if they knew that this individual was doing this and that, because they don't know what the audience wants, right? So if they finally have something that the audience craves, they look to defend that by any means, because if they lose that, now they have to find something else, right? And with people, it's just it's a hit and miss, bro. That's why sometimes they throw out movies, even like companies like Disney, Marvel, fucking, Paramount, all these, they throw all these movies, right? Some movies hit, some don't, right? And it's like, damn, they thought for sure it was gonna hit, but that's just. And even with items, you see these restaurants, they throw different items because they don't know which ones are gonna hit. Because with people, you truly don't know what they want, bro. You don't. They're fucking, people are random, bro. They are. You don't know what they're gonna gravitate to. So actually, finally have something that works, bro. They defend that motherfucker to the end. That's why they're willing to fucking cover up all his secrets and this and that. That's their cash cow. Because if they lose that cash cow, it's going to be now the process of looking at another one that's very difficult, because you truly don't know what the fuck the people want. Because nobody knows. Not even the people themselves. Like, it'd be the most weirdest and goofiest shit that starts trending, bro. Like, how the fuck is it? Like the fidget spinners. Like, the fuck kind of random shit is that? The Marvel's Avenger movie did like billions, right? So now all the movies started copying their recipe, like Star Wars and all these other movies started doing that, where they start bringing, all their characters together in this big old fight scene. But then they realized their movies didn't do as good as Marvel, and they're like, fuck, man, what did we do wrong? We did everything they did. Like I said, bro, you're just not able to guess, homie. It's just, it's weird. For example, there's some of my raps that I have done, right? That I'm like, oh, this rap is chingon, right? And I throw it out there. People don't really dig it. And there's some raps that I'd be like, man, this shit was whack, bro. And I throw it out there and people fucking digged it, bro. And I'm just like, seriously, there's some of my raps that I dislike, bro. And that's the one that people tell me that they actually like. And I'm like, I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. And the ones that actually think are bangers, yeah, people don't dig them. And I noticed that, when they interview rappers, the same thing with them. Like when was it? Who was that rapper? Man, Kodak Black. He, when they asked him about him performing, whatever, he said that the song that always gets recommended for him to perform is the one that he fucking hates, that he never liked. He never liked that song, but that's the one that everybody always wants to hear. And he says that the one that he actually, put all his work in, nobody ever requests that song. And I understand what he's talking about. I get it. There's just with people, you just don't get it, bro. Like, it's weird. Like here, bro, there's people that support the fakest YouTubers on here, bro. But people always talk about how they want to hear the real, the truth, and all that. But yet, it'd be the fakest channels that be the biggest. The ones that are always lying every day. Yet they're the ones blowing up. And people say that they want to hear the truth and the real. Yet, then why the fuck are why are those channels blowing up then? Because, bro, they be lying on a daily. Their whole shit's based off of lies. That just lets you know people's mentality is weird guessing with people. That's why people are able to protect these cash cows of theirs, right? Or why people's stuff gets swept under the rug for that reason. Like, man, we can't take the chance of losing this motherfucker, because we never know when another motherfucker like this will come around. That's why people are able to put up with people's behaviors and shenanigans. Because if they lose this individual, replacing them is not as easy as people think it is. No solidarity, no concern for human rights. Really? How do you know? What's good, Shadow Log? What's cracking, mister? Pasa, what you getting yourself into, Ishi? Can you hook up with? Can we hook up and swap grows and chill? You seem fun. Whoa. We don't swing like that, my guy. Where you from? Like I'm Mexican. I stay in Los Angeles, but I'm from North Hollywood and I'm from Radford Street. The summer heat is kicking in. Fuck yeah. You got to sub making YouTube videos. I will make sure to link your channel. Hey, well, gracias. I appreciate that, my boy. What did I miss? Oh, you already know. We just here. We chilling. Hey, your voice is unique. Oh, well, gracias. I appreciate that. I think I sound, semi Mickey Mouse-ish, Alvin and the Chickmunk type of in the middle type shit, Are you in the mix of Latino? I'm actually Mexican fully. But maybe if I get if I do like a DNA test, maybe I might have some ancestries in Asia. I don't know. Great. Your channel. If sock check, we don't have any socks. Quit. Physics shadow. Neo. Tyson. Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. I dig all that shit, especially Neo. One of the greatest things that I like that Neo has ever discussed was about terraforming. I think that was right on the dot and so brilliant, because I was thinking of the same concept too, right? When I was watching, there's one other channel, right, where they were talking about that, right? And I think it had to do with Elon Musk, right? But his whole plan about colonizing Mars, right? And that people were saying, well, with global warming, right, and how the world is, we're poisoning the planet and everything like that. We have to thinking about options for the future, right? And that's where this whole Mars idea came into the picture, which is still way out of reach. People don't even understand, how difficult that is. Even if we are able to send rovers there, sending people over there, it's a more difficult challenge due to the amount of people, the fuel, the food, radiation. All that plays a factor when traveling compared to sending a rover who's not human, who don't have blood cells and shit like that has to worry about fucking radiation. But anywho, when they're talking about sending people to Mars to to think about the human race, right? And he said, if you're able to come up with a concept, right, of how to now get oxygen to Mars, right? How to be able to produce oxygen and produce, rivers and now, create life in Mars, right? To make it habitable for humans, right? So you're terraforming the planet. That's when you're turning something that's inhabitable to something that's habitable, right? Now, if you were to find that, right, that answer to do that, then why wouldn't you use that on Earth? Why would you use that on Mars? If you're able to now change something, right? Make it now for livable for humans, then why wouldn't you do that here on Earth? If you already have the answer, then why the fuck would you need to travel to another planet to now do that over there? Why don't you just do it here? Since you already know how to do it. Like, that would make no sense to go to another planet and do it over there. Like, we're already here. Why don't you just do it here then? To fix everything. Which is fucking true. Like, yeah, like, why the fuck would you have to go to another planet? You could just terraform Earth. Why would you have to terraform Mars? That shit made no sense. And it was funny when he did that, because there's been all kinds of movies based off of stuff like that. And it's like you destroy the whole entire premise of the movie just on, that simple explanation. It was great. I don't know. I found that interesting because it's true. I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, that doesn't make any sense though. Like, why wouldn't they just do that on Earth? And it's crazy how even the most smartest people could not see that, right? Or not even think about that. Like, okay, if you're able to fix a planet now and make it habitable, then why wouldn't you just do that to Earth and change everything to how it was before for us to keep living here then? Because it's the same concept. if anything, it'll be easier because, you won't have to start from scratch. that's I don't know. People are like, what the fuck is this we're talking about? If you just look at terraforming, like terraforming a planet, for those interested in that. I don't know. I find all that shit interesting. Yeah, that shit is interesting, bro. That shit is the kind of shit that I like to hear or to watch and shit like that. See, like when people be like, "What kind of content you watch?" I watch like pure educational, like pure science, history, human behavior, psychology. That's the type of stuff that I'm watching. When I am watching YouTube, I'm not watching prisons. And bro, I live this fucking life. Why the fuck would I want to do this shit in my spare time? I sometimes need a break from the fucking streets and all that shit. That shit already, like, there's nothing that I could watch on the internet that's gonna tell me about the streets or about something that I don't already know or haven't lived, right? So I'm just not interested in it. Like, yeah, I already know. Like, I already know how it goes. So it's like I'm not gonna, like, people are not gonna be able to tell me something that I haven't already known, So it's like I like to watch other shit that I don't know about and just educate myself on that. Like, I already know what happens out there. You know what I mean? And plus, just watching other people like talk about the street shit, and I know when they're lying, it just gets me irritated, bro. When I know that these fuckers are lying, like, bro, why the fuck are you lying? That's not how it goes. That's not how it is. Like, stop it, bro. Like, you can tell when somebody's lying, bro. And the thing is that the audience doesn't know no better, right? And these motherfuckers can get away with it, bro. And it's like, you're a fucking liar, homie. Motherfuckers talking about incidents when you were there, right? In certain areas, in certain spots where they're mentioning that this and this was happening, and it's like, oh, you're a fucking liar. I don't know. There's a lot of goofballs on here, but it is what it is. Like when people be like, hey, why don't you call them out on it? Like, for what? It ain't even worth all that. I let people believe whatever they want. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.